towards Messi! Ronaldo!
JavierNathaniel.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become so numb without a soul. My spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find me there and lead it back home.
Wake me up!
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up!
Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark.
Wake me up!
Bid my blood to run.
I can't wake up!
Before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. Now that I know what I'm without, you can't just leave me. Breathe into me, make me real. Bring me tonight.
Wake me up!
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up!
Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark.
Wake me up!
Bid my blood to
I can't
run.
wake up!
Before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've frozen inside without your touch, without your love, darling.
All this time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Kept in the dark, but you were there in front of me.
I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open my eyes to everything.
Without thought, without a voice, without a soul. Don't let me die here. Wake me up!
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up!
Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark.
Wake me up!
Bid my blood to
I
run.
can't wake up!
Before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become.
I've been living a lie.
We level up, we level up,
Smash!
yeah, we level up. I'm gonna climb up the level so harder. Lights flash every time we go past. I'll never lose the game, I'm gonna last. So let's start, yeah, we level up.
All over the radio and back up in the raves again. We got the crowd on the wave like it's a stadium. Call me the weatherman, it's about to be a great weekend. I'm on the cloud, let's make it rain again.
Yeah, we level up.
Nice but naughty shirts and dresses looking saucy. Living in our minuses cause life begins at 40. Level up, call me Bond, James Bond. How I maintain, tell them when the stays on. My brain racing like I'm trying to win the gold for Britain. On a one-track mind, let's go the distance. We're only stopping when we pose for pictures. And now we move so wavy we get motion sickness.
I'm gonna climb up the level so hard.
Here we go again. the lotto, pop a bottle and I make them say ah like I'm your dentist. Keys to the suite, you can call me Alan Sugar. Yeah, we're firing tonight and I might need an apprentice. Reunion, old school and uni friends. It's your excuse to act like hooligans. Bend and break the rules again. Party's just getting started at 2 a.m. Waking up at noon next to who are you again?
Yeah, you're listening now. They say they ain't heard nothing like this in a while. That's why they play my song on so many different dials. Cause I got more fucking hits than a disciplined child. So when they see me, everybody barracks. Man, I'm like a young gun, fully barack. I cry teardrops over the massive attack. I only make hits like I work with a racket and back. Look at my jacket and hat, so damn berserk, so down to earth. I'm bringing gravity back, adopted by the major. I want my family back. People work hard just to get all their salary tax. Look, I'm just a writer from the ghetto like Mallory Black. Man, where the hell's all the sanity at? Damn, I used to be the kid that no one cared about. That's why you have to keep screaming till they hear you out. Never took cause we needed a change. I needed a break. For a sec I even gave up believing and praying. I even done illegal stuff and was leaded astray. They say that money is the root of the evilest ways. But have you ever been so hungry it keeps you awake? Mate, now my hunger will leave them amazed. Great, it feels like a long time coming. Fam, since the day I thought of that cunning plan. One day I had a dream, I tried to chase it but I wasn't going nowhere. Running, man, I knew that maybe someday I would understand. Trying to change a 10 to 100 grand. Everyone's a kid that no one cares about. You just gotta keep screaming till they hear you out.
Thank you.